We are live. Fantastic. This is just fantastic. If my mouse would actually not like glitch out on me, that'd actually be extremely helpful. Except it just is glitching out on me. Let's make sure everything's plugged in. Alrighty. Oh, my entire computer's glitching out on me. Why? Why? I think I just have to restart my computer, which sucks. Or maybe not restart it. Just restart my Windows, maybe. Hello. Oh, we've already got some people in the chat. This is wonderful. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Now, you guys might be able to tell that the camera's a little further away from me than it usually is. And that's genuinely just because my phone, which is recording, is plugged in and it's charging over there. And you'd think, but all your computer stuff is plugged in right here, so shouldn't you just plug it in where you are? And I would, but like in order to have the camera here facing me this way in my little corner, the cord, the desk is in the way of the cord reaching the phone. It's a very short cord, and I didn't charge my phone at all today. That's all. That's the only reason why the camera's far away. But hopefully you can still see me just fine. Here's the hoping. Pardon me as I just set up everything over here. I gotta pull up the live stream here on the computer because I can see that you guys are chatting. Can't see what you're chatting though. So go to my account, yeah. And then we gotta quickly advertise that the stream is happening over Discord and everywhere else that I advertise it. Oh, my cats, stop messing with this very fickle fan. Okay, view my channel, go to my stream so that I have it up and I can see it. You know, I just realized it would be funny. I could bring my stream from this monitor onto this monitor. I could move it, and then you guys would have like inception on the stream. All right, Piano James is in the chat. What's up, Jocelyn? My wonderful, gorgeous, perfect girlfriend is also in the chat. Oh, wonderful to have you guys here. You guys are amazing, and you're like throwing some hearts in the chat. I'll throw some hearts in the chat too. I love you guys. I missed you guys. How are we doing? Piano James, how are you doing? What's going on with you guys? If you guys aren't aware, this is a drawing stream. This is also a free advice stream, as always. So let me just move my stuff around a little bit. This stream is also sponsored by Dubby Energy Drinks. So you can find the code to their store in the description of this video. And there's a discount code. There's I don't know if you heard me. There's a discount code. You can get like 10% off if you use the discount code that's in the description, and you can get like discounted energy drinks that are like actually healthy for you. Well, maybe not. Like they don't have all the junk in it that like other energy drinks do. And they're not going to give you excessive jitters or anything. And they're actually pretty good. I didn't drink energy drinks before I started drinking Dubby. Like Dubbies, they're legit. They're legit, my broskies. So anyway, today we are going to draw an animal. But I need your guys' help deciding what animal we're going to draw. Because I don't know. We have a couple more people in the chat. What is up? Welcome, everybody. Oh, I need the music. The music. We don't have the music on right now. I didn't put the music on. Tell my name, Ayush. I don't know. Is that your name? Commander Judo in the chat. Welcome, welcome. We have one person saying snake. I know I just said that you guys should like tell me what animal to draw, but I was actually kind of I was kind of already thinking an elephant, I'm not going to lie. Let's pull up some streaming music. Here we go. Whoa! That's kind of loud. That's even louder. Turn it down. Okay. You guys let me know if the music is too loud or not. Let me know. Let me know if this is like, oh, too loud, James. Or if it's too quiet. If you can't even hear the music, if it's not enjoyable, you should let me know that as well. Ugh. So for anybody who doesn't know, I've just recently started my comic, so that's cool. I have a comic that I just started. It's available on Patreon. James Noland! We have another James in the chat! Everybody, let's put heart emojis in the chat for James Noland. Let's go. James Noland saying draw a spider. James Noland, I will draw you a spider if you subscribe. I will draw you a spider if you subscribe. Alfredo Figueroa. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo fue tu día? Yes, that's right. I speak Spanish. Done. All right, James Nolan, I guess we're drawing a spider first. You know what? Will you go for a Spider-Man? Is that something we can do? Can we do a Spider-Man? Or do you specifically want a spider? That's up to you. That's up to you. Because the sketches, the portrait sketches that I'm drawing are going on my art store, which I'm just Spider-Man? All right, let's do Spider-Man. That means that we got to look up a reference for Spider-Man. Which Spider-Man are we drawing? Give me a specific Spider-Man. Which version of Spider-Man are we doing? Or are we just doing just like my own version of Spider-Man? Spider-Ham. I love that. I love that. Oh, you drive a hard bargain. You drive a hard bargain. Spider-Ham. Okay. Let me look up Spider-Ham references. The good thing is that he's a cartoon, so it's kind of hard to mess him up as far as like proportions and stuff. Yeah, he should be pretty easy. Oh, but there's also like Spider Dino. At this point, I'm like, what if I like do Spider-Ham with other Spider-Men? I don't know. So funny. All right, I guess we're drawing Spider-Ham. The thing is that this will be pretty quick, so we can get a couple drawings in today. Where's my other pencil? Did I leave it in here? Oh, thank goodness, it's in here. Ha! Because that pencil was all out. And yes, any of you who are also artists might be looking and being like, he's using mechanical pencil. I just don't have, I'm poor. I don't have, nope, nothing there. I don't have nice drawing pencils. All right, let's see. We got our Spider-Ham references up right here. This is so cute to me. I don't think you guys can see this very well. There's like a spider dino, a spider pig, and then some other thing. I don't know what it is, but it's cute. I kind of want the spider cat. What if we do Spider-Ham, spider dino, and spider cat all in one drawing? I think that'd be cool. So, just looking at the references. What a silly goober guy. What a silly goober, Spider-Ham. Such a funny guy. So how are you guys doing today? What you guys got going on? Let's see. But also you should draw a spider snake. My girlfriend just really likes snakes. If you weren't able to sniff that out. All right, let's. Let's just get it. He's got like, he doesn't have normal pig ears. He has ears like this. That's what he looks like. Also, go ahead and rate my spider pig so far. He doesn't have normal pig ears. If you're looking at the Spider-Verse version, he's got slightly more triangular ears, which is nice, but okay, we're gonna, if his hand is back there, his thumb will be extended. And then if his arm comes across here, if his hand's back here and his arm is grabbing okay, we're gonna make a web there that he's swinging off of. Alright, there we go. So we got this nice web that he's swinging off of. And his little jelly bean body that he has is just kind of gonna do its own thing. He's gonna go a little haywire. Gonna fix his hand real quick. He's got like, he doesn't have like normal fingers. He has bulbous, cartoony fingers, which makes this a little interesting. And then he doesn't have normal legs either. But he still has to look cool, you know? Okay, basic little spider ham sketch. This is what we got. He's swinging. He's looking at something. Okay, wait. This picture is actually hilarious. I don't know if you can see this. You probably can't. Let's see. Can I open this in a new window? Open image in new tab. Oh, you can hardly see it. That's so sad. Hold on. Can you guys see this very muscular spider ham? That's the funniest thing I've seen all day. Oh, anyway. What a silly guy. What a silly goober. Honestly, I don't think I want his nose that long. I'm gonna trim down on his nose. Cause yeah, it's cartoony and in some versions he has a long nose. We don't need that though. How's everybody doing today? Somebody's baby sister has a birthday today, and that's awesome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear someone's baby sister. Happy birthday to you. Very nice. Happy birthday to you, younger sister. Oh. And then we got Mouse. Mouse is back in the chat. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the compliments, everybody. Nice. Ooh, very awesome. That looks great. Thank you, guys. You all are so kind. And if you see the camera vibrating, it's Nemo's fault, actually. He's sitting right behind the camera where you guys can't see him. And he started pawing at it. He got bored, though. He's doing his own thing now. All right. Let's see. Put hearts in the chat for Nemo. That's what I'm saying. Bro, we are in the post-season. I don't know what that means. Am I supposed to know what that means? Oh, I have his proportion. His head. His head is all off. Okay, that's slightly better. Guys, proportions are hard when it's not your own characters. Actually, it's hard when it is your characters. But it's hard when it's not, too. Okay, now we gotta make his little spider logo. Alright, so this is a fun little project, but genuinely, I don't see this being anything that I could, like, sell. So, we're gonna finish up with this real quick, and then move on. What was I doing there? Oh, that's what I was doing. Okay. So Spider-Ham, he's turned out. I've drawn Spider-Ham before, but he's such a dorky character, or I guess you could say a porky character. Nemo, can you stop bumping the camera, please? I'm doing amazing, Mouse says. Lately, been busy working on I'm doing amazing lately. Been busy working, got a lot of things, but life has been a good ride lately. I am so happy to hear that, Mouse. I'm so happy for you, bro. James Nolan saying, bro, that Spider-Ham is insane. Okay, wait, let's check it out. What do you think now? We're getting somewhere. This can at least go in the stream archive. It doesn't. I'm not going to count it as like a professional portrait that I'll like put on my shop. But James Nolan's, just to give you an idea of what we've done previously. So here are some of the portraits that I'm currently putting on my shop. So this is the Joker from The Dark Knight, and then we have Catwoman from the Dark Knight trilogy, and Two-Face from the Dark Knight as well. My favorite is probably just the Joker. But yeah, these are the portraits that we've done previously on stream, and we're making more of them basically. But I'm doing more than just superheroes and villain characters and such. I'm going to continue doing Batman characters and Marvel characters too, but I need to grow my catalog of other things like nature, you know? Just Cobalt says, your Dark Knight portraits are absolutely heat. Thank you. You guys give the greatest comments. Cobalt, I hope you stick around because your comments just like made my night and you're amazing. Little Gip friend says hi. Those are really good. Thank you. So cool. You guys are so nice. That's what you are. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm gonna real quick. We did a little warm-up sketch with Spider-Ham. I'm gonna go. I really would like to do an elephant. What in the world? Somehow, one of the suggestions was an elephant spider. Okay, so there's this little piece of fan art of like an elephant spider crossover. It's actually kind of cute. It's horrific, but cute. Somehow. Can you guys see that? I don't know how well you guys can see that. But that's like, that's a decent, that's actually a really good piece of art. Apparently, the same artist made other art. You guys should look up this elephant spider. No, but apparently apparently there's actual spider in real life called the elephant spider, and it's because of this pattern on its back, I'm assuming. That is very interesting. Ah, okay. However, I am interested in drawing an elephant. Elephant reference photo. I like this. Okay. Open image in new tab. Here we go. This is our elephant photo that we're going to reference. We did our warm-up sketch, now we're going to draw a realistic portrait of an elephant. Stylized sketch portrait art that will then be available to purchase on my store once we're done with it. First, I'm going to catch up with the chat. Ooh, affordable. Adorable is what she meant to say. Kitties, cats. You're so fired. Hold on. No, you don't get to just escape. I see you messing with everything, my entire setup, and now you're put in air jail. You're put in camera jail. Now the entire internet has to see you in your shame. Everybody say hi to Casper. This is Casper, and he's throwing a tantrum because he was shaking the camera, and I told him not to. But say hi to Casper. He's gonna cry while he waits to be put down. Okay. There you go. Meanwhile, hello, Nemo. Yep, Nemo, it's your turn to be put into camera jail. Here's Nemo. Nemo, say hi to the... Nemo never looks at the camera. There's nothing I can do to make you look at the camera, huh? Look at the camera. The internet wants to say hi. And whoops! That was a lucky catch. This is the part where I kick the cats out of the room. Goodbye, Casper. Woo! Actually, wait, hold on. I can just... Wait. I'll just throw their toys outside of the room. Okay. I got rid of the cats. That's the thing, is they're not usually a problem. It's just they're knocking over my camera and everything, and I can't have that for obvious reasons. Ah. Okay. All right, I gotta catch up with the chat real quick. We got a very active chat, which is fantastic. Cobalt says that is strange but cool. The elephant spider, I'm assuming you're talking about? Yeah. James Nolan, that looks funny. There's a spider called a camel spider. Look it up, they're creepy. Okay, let's look it up real quick. Camel spider. Yeah, I hate that. Never mind. Why would you tell me to... Why would you subject me to that torture? That's awful. I'm gonna head out just because it's 10:30 and I got jury duty. Peace. Peace, Cobalt. Hope to see you again because you're epic. Epic style. Bye, Cobalt. Owen Shapiro is in the chat. Draw Puchita. I think I know who that is. Is it like the little orange dog with the chainsaw coming out of its face? Yeah. Yeah, he's cute. He's very cute. Well, I'll put him on the queue because we have another drawing that we're working on now, so I can't drop everything and do that. But if you stick around, we might get to that by the end of the stream. Aw, he too cute. You're my heart, bro. Because you're my best friend, Danny Cole Adams. If you were talking to me, bro, I got you, bro. Bros for life. Have fun with jury duty tomorrow. That's true. The Ghost Baby. Yeah, that's Casper. I'll watch something else, but I'm gonna watch tomorrow. See you. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, James Noland. You enjoy your stream scrolling. Nemo, the Sky Water Boy. Yep. Dad, I don't wanna. Can't wait for the best. Oh my gosh. Dude, Puchita. Did you sell yourself for fame like Kai Cenat and Aisha Speed did? I don't know what they did. I don't know what you're referring to, but I probably wouldn't sell my soul for fame. What's your opinion? Which is better, Five Nights at Freddy's or K-pop Deep? You can't make me choose between Five Nights at Freddy's and K-pop Demon Hunters, I don't have goodness. I'm so glad that was caught on stream. How do I click that? That's so funny. Discard clip. That's so funny. Yep, that happened. Let's try to put this back up because that was not supposed to happen. I was being too dramatic. But anyway, I love both. You can't make me choose. That's illegal. If I can just gently put this poster back where it was, that would be fantastic. Please and thank you. Okay. That's the best we're going to get right now. Okay. We're good. All right. Now let's get on. I'm still catching up with the chat. I haven't even started the elephant drawing. Okay, which is better, Five Nights at Freddy's or K-pop Demon Hunters? The thing is you're asking about two completely different things that are in two completely different leagues and two completely different genres and two completely different forms of entertainment media, right? You're asking which is better, a video game franchise or a standalone bestseller movie, right? And you're asking like which is better, an animatronic Chuck E. Cheese point and click horror game or a mythological Korean musical, like K-pop musical movie, right? There's like they're not the same genre, right? They're not in the same league. However, to answer your question, it depends, right? I love both, clearly. And if I had to go with one over the other, I'd have to say that K-pop Demon Hunters is a higher quality piece of media. And that's not to bash Five Nights at Freddy's, it's just they're not in the same league. Like K-pop Demon Hunters basically broke the world without even trying. Five Nights at Freddy's is genuinely a pretty simple game. And there's tons of other games that are like a higher tier than Five Nights at Freddy's, but the story and the mystery behind Five Nights at Freddy's and just the iconic characters is something that is hard to beat, right? So, anyway. This guy is adorable. Yep, that's me. Thanks, Ghost Studio. Okay, have a good night, bro. I like the video and always stay chill. Some chill guy. Thank you so much for coming. Nah, you earned a free sub. Oh, thanks. FNAF, even though I didn't play. Oh, I might have made some people mad. Yeah, but what if they were in the same universe? Who would win? The FNAF animatronics or Huntrix? Alright. Let's be real. The FNAF animatronics, technically speaking, are possessed by ghosts. Otherworldly beings. Almost like demons. Right? K-pop Demon Hunters. They literally take on swarming hordes of demons multiple times throughout the movie, and they leave without a scratch. They get like beat down a couple of times, but like it's not even a contest, bro. It's not even a contest. They might get jump scared by the animatronics, but they slay them easy. The animatronics don't stand a chance, bro. And again, not bashing on FNAF. I love FNAF. Mr. Funk came in and said, I don't know what you're talking about. Yellow Jack, welcome in. Very smart. Thank you very much. What about the one Afton should have never killed? Cassidy. I think you're talking about the puppet, and I think Huntrix might have a problem facing the puppet. The puppet might be one of the hardest ones for them to fight, but they'd be able to. I feel like they'd be able to take care of the puppet as well. I think there'd be several casualties on the animatronic side. Some of them might escape, but the three members of Huntrix, they're fine. They're chilling, bro. I actually love this. Being asked who would win the fight. This is so funny. Mr. Funk said, based on how you're talking, I can safely assume that you don't have a girlfriend. That's funny. In fact, my girlfriend, who is a moderator in the chat, just posted, lol, as his girlfriend, I agree to disagree. Bro, did you just start? Mary Joy's saying. Mr. Funk. Oh, I was proven wrong. Very humble of you, Mr. Funk. It's okay. We vibe in here. You're totally chill. CLC, Golden Freddy, Cassidy the Puppet, Charlie, Emily. We're just shouting out words now. All right, so at this point, I love reading the chat, and I'm going to continue to read the chat, but we got to start drawing this portrait. We got to draw the head of the elephant. The elephant has a very unique head. If you guys have never taken a close look at just the skull of an elephant, it is fascinating. And I know that sounds really nerdy for me to say, but it's true. An elephant skull is a behemoth of a thing to behold. And of course, then we have the ears. And right now we're kind of just making the shapes of the general figure that we're drawing, right? So we make the shapes. I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm starting off with just the basic shapes of the elephant, right? I'm observing the shape of the skull, like the face, and then the top of the skull, and then the ears, obviously. I'm gonna head out since it's 10:40, but I'll see you all later. Good night, everyone. Good night, Mouse. Thank you so much for coming. And then once we got that, his face is gonna extend into his trunk, right? Which I might make that longer later. But there's his trunk. But his face flares out more than that because he gets tusks further down. I've always loved elephants, and I don't have a specific reason why, but they're so unique. There's nothing else like an elephant, which, I mean, if you guys don't know, I'm Christian, I believe in God, and this is just one reason why I'm not a huge, believer in the Big Bang or evolution. Not just because I believe in God, but also, look at a giraffe and tell me how the freak something evolved to be a giraffe. And why is there nothing else that's like a giraffe? Or an elephant, right? We had mammoths and we had elephants, but why aren't there other things between a rhino and an elephant, right? I don't know. There's just, when there's design, I believe that there's a designer, right? And no shame on anybody who thinks differently. That's totally fine. I love having open conversations about different ideas and things, right? And we don't have to agree to be friends. That's one thing that I think society's forgotten today. And if you have ever been anywhere near my content before, hopefully you've been able to sniff out that that's how I feel and that everybody is welcome regardless of differences in opinion, right? We don't have to agree in order to treat each other with respect. So you see Golden Freddy possessed by Cassidy and Evan Afton, and specifically Cassidy part of Golden Freddy, and also after when Ellie and Afton destroyed the animatronics, they haunted them, and now he's Springtrap. I know the FNAF lore, most of it. I watched Game Theory. Rest in peace, Matt Pat. I'm just kidding. He's not dead. He's just retired. Okay, I've made one of these ears a lot bigger than I meant to. But that's okay. Because it's still pretty dang good. Okay. The good thing about animals, the difference between drawing celebrities and animals is that an animal does not need to look exactly like the reference photo that you're using. A celebrity, however, if it doesn't look like the celebrity, it doesn't look like the celebrity. There's no cutting corners there. SLC 2012 subscribed. Let's get some victories in the chat. Thank you so much. Welcome to the other clan. Welcome to the tribe. Ethan Brock in the chat. Hello. Cesar del Cid Jr. Yo, dude, it is my birthday. Can you please celebrate it? Absolutely. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cesar. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Cesar. Everybody put some air horns in the chat. Do you guys know how exhausting it is to just like be yelling at a camera for a straight hour? I'm just kidding. I'm just messing. That's the thing though, is that I love doing this. Okay, so the foot of the elephant goes down here, and you got some wrinkly feet, bro. No shame, just an observation. I drew the feet too big. All right, and then okay, and then his other foot is coming in front right here. You've got some massive feet, bro. I'm sure it attracts all the female elephants though. So like, again, no shame. I'm not shaming you at all, sir. Is this correct? I feel like I'm making it too fat. Hold on, let's trim down a little bit here. Yeah. Just cause you're an elephant doesn't mean that I get to fat shame you. Isn't it wonderful that I just get to like talk to my drawings and everybody watching is just like, yeah, this guy's mildly normal. No. No, he's not. Okay, where is the rest of this elephant though? Where did you go, bro? Where are your back legs? I think this is a faulty reference. Thank you, bro. Yes, thank you, Cesar. Drop a subscribe in the chat and we'll celebrate your birthday next year too if you want. All right, let's take a lookie. Okay, so... Okay, not sure how I feel about this. It's kind of a little off the wall, but we've got the basic outline of our elephant right now. There is our elephant. What do you guys think? Do we got a decent elephant coming along? I feel like we do. I'm just wondering where his back leg is. Okay, now's the time to shade. And, well, not shade, but like add details and stuff. So I'm adding the eyes. His trunk is a lot bigger than I was giving him credit for. That sounds like I'm complimenting. Nobody clip that! Alright, JJ said premium elephant. Matt B said hello. JJ asked USA or no. Yes, USA, yes. Ooh, very majestic. Finna add details and stuff. What a beast. Not joking though, actually awesome. Thank you so much, JJ. Stick around, drop a subscribe. How are you doing, JJ? How's your day? This isn't just an art stream. This is kind of just a free advice. We're chilling and hanging out with each other stream. Obviously, this is work for me. This is me doing work. But, oh gosh, there's a lot of details on this elephant. Not complaining. It's just it's a healthy challenge. let's go over here. I hear somebody in the chat going, when I'm like, I'm not complaining, and they're like, it sounds like you are. I don't know, I just see that happening. Let's see. Who do we still got in the chat? Raise your glass if you're still here. Just kidding, we're not using glasses, but... The fun thing about like the realistic portrait drawing is that when you start, it just looks like scribbles, but then it starts to like slowly come together, and it's really cool to see. So like, check it out. Right now, it just looks like I'm scribbling on the thing, but once it comes all the way together, it's gonna look majestic and wonderful. Your voice is so soothing, love. I need glasses. Those are two completely, entirely different thoughts spoken by the same person in rapid succession, and that makes me laugh. Alright, let's get some highlight in here. Just focusing on one side of his face for now. So we're gonna decorate his shadows real quick. And then we do a bit of smudging. Let's see, what's going on in the chat? Fortnite Dance Channel. Someone wrote the word gullible on your door. They did? No, they didn't. You're welcome. It's just because I appreciate jokes that are stupid. And they're funny, but like there's no reason why they should be funny. The only reason I appreciate those kinds of jokes is because I started dating my girlfriend. I'm actually really enjoying this music right now. We're getting somewhere with this elephant. Oh, I'm so excited to show you guys this once it's ready. I hear my cats. They're meowing outside the door. Oh my gosh, I look like a freaking croissant when I'm bent over. Why doesn't anybody tell me this? Bad puns are hilarious. Hello, White Fox. Such a cute name, by the way. White Fox, hello. Welcome to the chat. Jacoby Davis. I seen everybody coming in the chat. Thank you for being here. All right, hold on. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's see what we're doing down here. Lots of wrinkles on the elephant's trunk. Lots of detail, lots of detail. So much so that by the time you get to the end of the elephant's trunk, it's like hardly, like you can hardly like define value to it. What's cool though is then we get to shade the side of the trunk. So if you guys just heard a knock, it sounded like a knock, but it's not a knock. It's just my cats making it sound like there's a knock because they want to be let in. But what they don't understand, or at least what they don't want to understand, is that they're not going to be let in because they knocked over my camera. All right, let's see. How are you guys doing in the chat? Tell me how your day's been. Let's talk, let's chat, because that's what we're here for. This is going to be cool. This is going to be cool when it's done. Ah, I need to draw nature life more often because I love drawing nature. All right. Let's take a break from the trunk. We're gonna go back to the tusks. Yep, the tusks are looking good. And then we're gonna add a bit of highlight to that end of the tusk right there. All right. Then we got a bunch of dark body back there. Bunch of dark elephant that we just literally just need to shade in. All these little fine details. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. This is looking pretty fantastic, if I do say so myself. All right, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. This is where our elephant's going. It's not quite done, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Most of it is still white, but we are filling in the elephant. We are shading the elephant. What's actually really cool about this, something I didn't realize, is that the elephant's trunk kind of comes down in like layers. It's like, it's hard to explain. That's what it is. It's hard to explain. What's cool though is that I don't need it to look super realistic. I just need it to make the general illusion of an elephant. That's the thing about art. A lot of people don't realize this, but most artists they find shortcuts. They find ways. Like if you ever look at a painting, if you look like a grand painting of like a grand painting. Wow. If you look at a grand painting of a big landscape with like trees and mountains and everything, and you like actually walk up close to the painting and you squint at the trees in the background, they're just splotches of paint. There's no details. The leaves aren't detailed or anything. They're just random like sponged paint, right? So artists use shortcuts probably more often than you guys realize, or at least most people realize, in order to create the illusion of something, well, being a certain way. All right, let's see. Nicholas Matthews in the chat, the elephant. Candy, what is he doing? Drawing an elephant. Ransom does gameplay. Hello. Moon says, cool. Denny's an artist too. Welcome to the chat, Denny. That's so exciting. Moon says, W art. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Denny, I guess we gotta, do you do art on your YouTube channel? Because now I want to go see what you do. Is it on your channel? No. Nothing on your channel. Well, Denny, Moon just said new subscriber. Thank you very much, Moon. Moon, do you have anything going on in your life? Anything you want some free advice about? Because that's actually what we're here for. We do art, yes, but we also just like chat and talk and stream and stuff. So anything you've got going on that you want some free advice about, this is what we're about. Also, Denny, I would love to hear about your art. What kind of art do you do, and how long have you been doing it? Because like people might deny it and be like, I don't want to talk about myself, but just let's be honest. So many of us do enjoy talking about ourselves, and you know what? More people should, because it shouldn't be like a guilt-tripping thing where it's like, oh, stop talking about yourself. It's good to be proud of yourself and your accomplishments, and it's good to share things that you're passionate about, right? Don't be guilt-tripped into not doing that. All right, I'm very happy with how this elephant is coming along. Moon says, peak entertainment. I'm gonna get my friends to watch and sub. Moon, you are like the coolest person ever. Thank you so much. That is insane. Thank you. What high praise. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. We really are just like chatting here and drawing, right? So nothing like crazy special, but I'm glad that people find value in what I do to any extent, really. All right, let's go back to the skull for a little bit. I want to work a little more on the skull. The skull of the elephant. There's a lot of like space on here for like some very slight shading. The skull is very cool. The skull and the ears. Oh, I love this. All right, wait, hold on. I'll give you guys another sneak peek of the elephant. This is where we are right now. Not quite done with it, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Commentary Studios said the friend group is here. New sub. Cloud said new sub. Peak art. Are you guys all friends of Moon? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. You guys are so kind. Seriously. Oh, dang. I'm so glad you guys are here, and you guys are so kind today. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're just doing our art, having good vibes, and all the good stuff. What's cool about the elephant is he has little streaks of just like white lines on his ear amid the shading, which is kind of cool in its own regard. And then this is the part where I need to shade more right there. to really bring out like the folds of the elephant's ear. There we go. Ooh, gorgeous! It's gorgeous, guys. It's gorgeous. Ah. How did you do that? Cloud said. Well, I mean, if you want to join the art streams that we have, we draw things whenever I stream. I'm usually working on a portrait, and we start from the beginning, and I show you guys how I do it. You start with basic shapes, and then you just do the details from there. So if you guys want more videos on just like learning how to draw cool stuff like this, please join the streams and draw along with me. That's just kind of what we do. Oh man, you guys are making my heart beat 1,000 times a minute. You guys' compliments are so nice. I love listening to you talk and watching you with what you're passionate about. You should draw Jackie Chan eating a banana. That sounds like something you'd put into an AI generator, and I love that you just asked me to do that. That is so freaking funny. The elephant looks super, super, super awesome. New sub to Coolest King said, thank you so much. New subscriber Neve said, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, your art is looking great, my guy. Cool live stream, very cool. You guys are so nice. Since we have a bunch of you here, right? Where did I put my babe? Where is it? There it is. I'll show you guys some of the other art that we've done on our live stream. So we've done some previous celebrities and characters. This is the Heath Ledger Joker that we've done. We did Anne Hathaway as Catwoman. We did that one. And then this one, this one is Two-Face, also from The Dark Knight. And it's like, I think my favorite one, I really like the Catwoman one that I did, and I really like the Joker. The Two-Face, it is extremely detailed. There's things that I would do slightly differently. I would use darker tones, and also like the Two-Face side, I put a lot of attention to that and not as much attention into making the face look like the actual actor, which I did with both Heath Ledger and Anne Hathaway. But that's okay, because art is a process, and you can't expect every portrait to be a masterpiece, because that's how you learn, right? Let's see. A name that I can't pronounce is a new sub. Woo! Dragon King, new subscriber. You guys are awesome. WR, cool, good drawing. Dexter Morgan, welcome to the channel. Elephant drawing. WR, new subscriber. Whoa, W brother. Motivation. Seriously, thank you. Because this is incredible. So much. All of this art I'm making so that I can start selling print online, and start making something off of my creation. Basically, doing everything that Dad said I couldn't do. And yes, I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to make fun of him. I mean, I don't really care if he doesn't want to anyway. He doesn't watch these videos. My mom might. I don't know. Actually, no, I don't think any of them watch the videos. That's okay, though. Oh, you guys are so nice. Thank you so much for coming in and just making me feel like $1,000,000. All right, let's get a bit more of the shading in here. Should I pull up the? Should I bring the, what's it called? The elephant to the screen again so you guys can see it? Seems like everybody in here is just pretty happy with it, regardless of if they can see it or not. But let's get some highlights in there. There we go. All right. Insert maniacally laugh. Do you know how to make manga art? I'll tell you what. That's not my first. That's not like the first thing that I do, but I will pull up while we're talking about it. I don't just do character portraits. I don't just do realism portraits. Dang, my stream is pixelated. I hope it. I'm looking at the stream preview right here, and I was so pixelated a second ago. I hope I'm not as pixelated for you guys. But I'll pull up some art on my tablet. We'll do a bit more of an art share. I don't just do the realistic portraits. I do people and I do animals and stuff, but I do cartoons as well. Not quite manga. I was gonna say manga and sound super American. Not quite manga, but I'll give you guys a preview. This is a work in progress for page 2 of my new comic, and that's all you get to see. Dang, that sucked actually. That you guys didn't even get to see the screen. Actually, you still can't really see the screen. There you go. Whoop! That's your sneak peek. That's your sneak peek, because the actual sneak peek is available for as exclusive content for my VIP members on my Patreon. But I'll give you a little sneak peek to page 1 of the comic. Whoop! Hasn't released yet, unless it was to my early access users on my Patreon. But I will show you. This is a, whoops, there we go. There we go. This is the best way I can show you guys. This is a piece of art that I did. So I do like very, very cartoonish art. I do a lot of, that was an art fight attack for somebody else. I was drawing somebody else's character. If you guys join my Patreon, you guys get a free sticker design that I make every month. So this is this October sticker that I just designed, and those stickers are coming in the mail, and once I get them, I'm going to package them and send them out to each of my Patreon members individually. So yeah, I do more than just, I'll show you this one too. This is a concept sketch. Oh my gosh, there we go. That's a better, this is a concept sketch that I did. So I do cartoons and stuff too. I don't just do realism, but the realism definitely helps with everything else that I might want to do. Where is my art? No, that's not right. Let's see. I dare you to draw Dandy's World. Hey, buddy, you're very talented. Thank you so much, because you said you're good at cartoons. Well, yeah, here's to hoping. I mean, I've done a lot of little cartoons for people drawing their characters and such. I've drawn a lot of other people's characters, just like, you know, more cartoony. Here's one of my favorites that I've done. These are all other people's characters, but I have my own characters that I draw. Here's my dino girl. That's my dinosaur girl, Pandora. That's my own creation, my own character. And soon, in the near future, which could mean anything from 2 years to 10 years, there's going to be probably a webcomic about her and probably a book. I've already started writing the book and starting with a webcomic. So here's another art fight attack that I did. So I do tons of different art. How about Phineas and Ferb, somebody said. I haven't drawn Phineas and Ferb yet, but I probably will, because I was actually watching Phineas and Ferb literally like 2 hours ago. Oh, hey, buddy, you're very talented. Oh, I already read that comment. Still, I'll read it again, because that's so nice of you to say. Thank you. Thank you very much. Moon says, I gotta go. Bye. Moon, I hope I see you again. You and all your friends. I'll see if I can watch your future stream. Thank you so much. How about Phineas and Ferb and add FNAF? That would be funny. I don't know if everybody's mentioning FNAF because they're seeing my FNAF poster here. This coin jar is in the way, but this right here actually is a Foxy poster signed by the voice actor for Foxy himself. So it's a cool possession that I have. Anyway, we should get back to finishing the elephant, because that's what we're trying to finish tonight. Good stuff there. See if I can watch your future streams. Of course, I would love to see you guys here. You and all your friends. You guys are so freaking wholesome, and you guys just made my night. Thank you so much. All right, let's see if we can get more of this elephant down. Okay, we're getting more of the texture on this elephant. This guy's got a big head. And again, not an insult to the elephant. Your head is gorgeous, my dude. You are killing it. There has never been a better head in the history of animal skulls. Gotta be careful about what I say. People will clip it and say bad things about me. All right, here we go. We're shading the second ear now. All right, let's see. What's going on in the chat? I like how you did the Bluey house. Oh, up here? Not my art. This is an official poster from Bluey, but yes. Yes, none of this is my art, by the way. This is art that I bought from other people. Like Aang from Avatar, FNAF. This one's actually just a screenshot from the game. And then Bluey. This isn't my art. Do I even have any of my own art hanging on the wall? I don't. I don't have any of my own art hanging on the wall. But as you can see, I'm an art fan. Love art. I love FNAF and I love Bluey. You know that meme where it's like, I have two sides. Oh, and it's like dark and brooding. Yeah, that's me, right there. I'm like a Bluey fan, but then I'm a Stranger Things fan, right? At the same time. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's see if we can get this guy some more definition on his face. Yeah, everybody, let tonight be like some inspiration to you. If you have something that you're wanting to do, some dream that you're wanting to pursue, I would love to be your inspiration, because so many people have been there to be my inspiration without even knowing that they were my inspiration, you know? And so I hope, you know, it would be an honor to inspire any of you tonight. Anybody else who's out there wanting to pursue a dream, wanting to do something that they love and that they're good at, and they're just scared, don't let the world stop you. Do not let the world stop you. Go out there and get it. Go out there and do it, because nobody can do it better than you can. We're getting lots of good definition with this elephant trunk. All right. Let's see. Where can we get some more heavy shading in? Right there. That's perfect. All right, what are we saying in the chat? Why did you do an elephant out of every animal? Lightshot asks. If you were here early on the stream, you would have seen me being like, what animal are we going to do, guys? And then some people made some suggestions, and I was like, honestly, I don't know why I asked that, because I genuinely was just feeling like doing an elephant today. But I don't know. I like elephants. And I'm building a collection of like tons of different animals. I'm building a nature collection. You might not have been here earlier to see my Batman Dark Knight collection, but I've got tons of those. Not tons, I have 3, but feels like tons sometimes. I really like doing nature and animals. I want to create a good catalog of people to choose from in my online store when looking for cool art to buy to hang up, right? I want people to come in and be like, you know, oh, Spider-Man is cool, but I wouldn't hang that up in my house, right? And if they would rather hang up like an elephant or any sort of like picture of nature, right? I want to do like waterfalls and stuff. I want to create art. I want to create more art for the world. then people can come on and they can see the catalog and be like, ooh, I really like that. And they can choose from like multiple different things. Okay, let's lighten that up a little bit. All right, what do you guys think? We're getting there. We're getting there for sure. James Noland is back. I'm so excited. I've never been more excited. And I know I sound sarcastic there. I'm not sarcastic. That's just how my voice sounds sometimes, I think. Is that true, babe? I'm asking my girlfriend because she's on the stream right now, too. Okay. Let's get some more definition over here on this side. Oh, did you guys hear that snap, crackle, pop from my elbows? I don't know if you did. Sorry, I got here late. Sorry, I got here late, Lightshot said. Lightshot said. No worries, bro. You're totally fine. Commentary Studios gives motivation. I feel so motivated, bro. Thank you very much. The Coolest King gives motivation. Thank you so much. Wait, is that something you guys are actually typing? Or are you, like, clicking a button where it's like you said hi? You're giving motivation. Amazing, James Nolan said. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. I'm drawing a Black Widow, spider, and a hippo. Yo, Denny, I would love to see it. Denny, go to my channel page, find either my Discord or my email, both of which are on the channel page, and email me or send me your art through Discord, whatever you want to do. Send me your art. I would love to see it. I would love to give you some support as well. Can you do a lightsaber and you can pick any color? I'll do you one better. I've already done that. I'm just kidding. I love Star Wars, and I've done like more of like a cartoony. It's a little cartoony of my dinosaur girl character wielding a lightsaber for May the 4th. I'll pull that one up in a little bit so you can see it. I just want to finish some of what we're doing right now. We want to put some shading on the edge of the ear here. Okay. And then we want to create some texture on this ear. Lots of good stuff. Ooh! Pretty ears. Mr. Elephant or Mrs. Elephant. Sorry, I don't actually know. You have never had prettier ears than you do now. Oh, look at her blushing. She's so flattered. You guys should see her right now. She is so incredibly flattered. She's never felt more confident in herself. All right. Let's get some more definition down there. I love how freely I just use the word definition. It doesn't mean anything. I'm just kidding. That's completely a joke. It absolutely does. Funnily enough, the word definition does have a definition. Mistakes aren't made, just happy little accidents. That is true. Okay, I will try to. Your voice is so soothing and calming. I accidentally nodded off for a bit while listening to you. I love hearing all that you have to say. It's always amazing. Sorry for sleeping and missing it. You are so good. Cassie Robinson jumping in. Yo, welcome to the stream, Cassie. Denny, can you call me on Discord? I'm Den God. Well, I will tell you what, I mean, at the moment, I'm a little busy streaming, but I do like connecting with other artists and other people, so, well, I probably will reach out to you over Discord. Lightshot, I have a great idea as Transformers, like Optimus Prime and Megatron. Ooh, they are definitely on my list of things to draw. I definitely want to do a drawing of those, of the Transformers, just in general. Okay, let's continue. With more of this. Okay, we're gonna put some heavy highlights, not highlights, sorry, shadows on the tusk, which means this part needs to be darker. Some heavy shadows. Right here. And now put some pretty highlights. Look at you, Mrs. Jumbo. You have never been more attractive. Of course, you're just naturally attractive. All the elephants, all the male elephants will be swooning for you. They won't know what hit them. Man, I wish somebody would talk to me the way I talk to this elephant. I'm just kidding. I do have somebody who talks to me the way I talk to this elephant. It's my girlfriend. She's pretty amazing. If you don't know her, say hi to Jocelyn in the chat. That's her. Okay. We're down to the legs now. We're on the legs. Isn't that amazing? That's pretty amazing. I think it's amazing. Okay. All right, he's got a lot of wrinkles. She's got a lot of wrinkles on her legs because she's an elephant. But that's okay, because that just means she has seen many years. She has borne many burdens, and she has grown exponentially in wisdom through her time. Through her time on Earth. We are honored to be in her presence. What's happening in the chat? Like, you can make your own. Oh, my own Transformer? I want to make, like, Sonas for all of these different fandoms, because, I mean, I've dabbled in it a little bit, but that would be a long-term commitment for sure. I'm an artist and I am a kid. Well, you don't need to disclose your age. We want to, you know, protect your identity for sure. Protect your personal information. James Nolan, you should try drawing an ant. We will draw all sorts of things, I promise. I have to go one at the back of my... I don't understand what you're saying, but I'm so sorry. Also, you're very handsome. You always are. Aw, thank you. Okay, I'm very excited about this elephant, actually. Ba, ba, ba. to lighten up some of that area. All right. I like this music. Super jazzy. I just see, because I'm drawing this elephant while like she's in mid-step, so she's walking forward, and I'm just hearing the music, and I think it's so funny because all I'm hearing is like her walking along to the music, just like, yeah, like a model down a runway. She's gorgeous and she knows it. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Let's erase some of these extra sketchy lines. Make sure that it looks nice and neat. Okay, time to put some more definition on those legs of hers. She's got quite a bit going on right there. Whoops! Imagine erasing too much. Couldn't be me. Just kidding, it is me. That's exactly what I just did. Alright, what's going on in the chat? Have you tried making a Pokemon, like a fused Pokemon? I have wanted to. I draw a Pokemon quite recently, that's just funny if you don't know what I'm currently creating. Not the elephant piece, but there's a big project that I'm in the middle of that's very Pokemon centric. And it's just funny that you say that. But yeah, I would like to create a Pokemon fusion because I've seen other artists do that, and I think that's so cute. I think it's so fun. I'm always terrified, absolutely petrified, that I'm going to rip through the paper that I'm working on from scribbling too hard. It's a crippling fear. It really is. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the progress. This is where we are. We're getting there. There's lots of shadows behind her head, but this is where we're at. I'm very, very, very happy with where we've gotten so far. All right, we haven't done much free advice today, which is, fine. We don't need to. I'm just like, we're here for it. If any of you guys are having a rough day or anything like that, we're here to just chat and lift each other up. Many of you guys might not know this, but I had a friend who used to do these streams. His name was Bradley Richards. And he wanted to make sure that nobody ever felt alone. And unfortunately, he got to a point in his life where he felt more alone than ever. And so now it's become my mission to make sure that I do what I can to make sure that people know that they are not alone, whatever they're going through. I draw art and I try to do cool things. I try to expand my horizons, but at the end of the day, it's just art. What really matters is the human connections that we can make together. I've had so many people come on my stream. Sir Drums coming in. Good drawing, but no one cares about hand-drawn art anymore, or even paintings. That ended in the 80s and 90s. Wow. Honestly, you might be right. You might be right. And that's okay. Because you say that nobody cares about hand-drawn art anymore. I do, because I'm making it, right? I care about hand-drawn art. And even if nobody else cares, that's okay. Because I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for me. If nobody wants to buy what I have to offer, that's okay. Because I love what I do. And to me, that's enough. Nathan in the chat, giving us our first donation of the night. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. He says, keep following your dreams. You're an inspiration. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Sir Drum saying, too many artists now. It's harder to get noticed. Light Shot just said, you just have $1 to overpopulation in the arts and music. Light Shot said he never gives up. It's true. I don't give up, and I won't give up. I'll tell you what, Sir Drums, I appreciate your contribution to the chat tonight. The interesting thing about the arts and music, though, is that there isn't as much competition for attention as you might think. You see, a plumber, if there's an opponent, like an opposing competition, another plumbing business across the street from them, then there's competition, right? If there's like a bajillion plumbers in your town, only the ones who get the customers are gonna, survive. The thing about art and music, though, is that unlike plumbers, you don't just enjoy one person's product. When it comes to art and music, you enjoy, like, the average consumer consumes art and music from as many people as they can find. Sure, it might take a little longer to get noticed, but it's not competitive. It's not that there's too many artists. Because if somebody gets into art and they find an artist and they're like, whoa, I really like this artist's art, Are they just going to be like, and that's good. I'm good watching just this artist, or I'm good listening to just this artist. I don't need any other music. I don't need to look at any other paintings. Just this one guy. That's all I care about. No, if somebody enjoys music, they're going to be like, oh, I want to find more music that's like this. And if you make the similar music to somebody else, it's good to have more artists. It's good to have more musicians, because if somebody sees a painting, like a stylized painting, they're like, ooh, I love that style. And then they discover, oh, I want to see more art like this. And they explore that artist's art. And then they're like, they will continue to discover other art that's like that beyond just that artist. That's just how it is. An overpopulated industry when it comes to art and creation and music is not as harmful as you think it might be. It's actually good. Artists and musicians should uplift one another and should continue to support each other, and like one artist's success will boost another artist's success just naturally, because it's not like plumbing. It's not like hiring a lawyer. It's not like getting a care provider or a doctor, right? All of those things, you only need one. You look for the best one and you only need that one. That's not how music or art works. If you find something you like in music or art, you continue to look for more of it. You continue to look for more artists and more musicians that have the kind of art that you like. So, respectfully, I must disagree that it's not hard to get noticed necessarily, because when there was only one artist in the world, that was hard to get noticed. But now that there's a million artists in the world, millions, maybe, I don't know how high I can go with that number, but now that there's, bajillions of artists in the world, it is so easy to get discovered, right? I don't need 10 million followers, because if I get 75 people to like my art and to buy my art, I'm set. If I was making art and 75 people just came in here to watch me make my art, I'd be overwhelmed, in a good way, So it's not quite the same. Dan, the breaking news man's in the chat. Thank you so much for coming. Really appreciate you being here. And it is true, I did subscribe. I did contact you. Sorry it took forever. I just wasn't on my Instagram. I didn't see that you had contacted me. Light shot. Sick shirt. Thank you. I don't remember where I got it from, but thank you. I appreciate it. You should hear CG5's music. I love CG5. He lives just a few cities away from me. I have a friend who's done a song with him before, and CG5 is the #1 person that I want to collaborate with when making music. We're also part of the same religion, so that's just extra cool. I love CG5. And I hope to do a song with him one day. Sir Drums. People sell my old model sculpture kits on eBay. They're expensive, back from the 80s and 90s. Now I can't even compete with computer CGI sculpture. It is true. It is true. It is hard to compete with the digital age. There's a huge concern about AI art. Why would somebody pay for art when they can just type in a prompt and AI can just spit it out, right? But I think we'll be okay, because I think people, right now, it's like people see AI art and they're like, wow, a computer made that? That's amazing, right? But when supply goes up, demand goes down, right? That's simple economics, right? When AI art is so accessible and so easy to get, eventually it's just going to be boring. People are going to be like, oh, a computer made that. But when they see that somebody drew a realistic picture of an elephant with a mechanical pencil and a pad of paper, they're going to be like, whoa, a human drew that? That wasn't a computer? A human drew that? It'll cycle around again. I have hope, and I'm an optimist. Sir Drums said, you're still young and ambitious. Good for you. And I appreciate you, Sir Drums. I really do. I don't get offended when people come in, when people come in and they say things that might upset me. I don't care. I mean, sorry, not that I don't care. I don't mind. I don't mind. I enjoy good, deep conversation, because these are things that matter. And I appreciate your insight. I appreciate the fact that you took time out of your day to come in here and chat, even just for a little bit, even if that wasn't your intention. I do appreciate your presence, and I really do. And I'm not just saying that. I'm not just making that up. So thank you for being here. He just did a cover for "I See a Dreamer" from Undertale, CG5. I'm pretty sure CG5 created that song and just like remastered his own version. I thought. Am I wrong about that? I might be wrong about that. Here's another update on the elephant. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's almost done. It's almost done. And then tomorrow, I have a test. That's the thing. Sir Drums, you did say, I didn't reply to this comment that you made, but you did say it's extremely hard to make a living at art. And that is true. It is hard, not impossible, just difficult. It is hard, especially if you don't have the drive for it. However, I think one important distinction is that this isn't my day job. I have a day job, and my assessment that I have tomorrow is actually for the police academy. There's a lot more to me than just my art. But, I intend and hope to make the world a better place however way I can. I wasn't given God didn't give me the gift of being able to draw so that I could keep it to myself, so that I could waste it. This gift is not meant for me. My gifts are meant to give away. I'm meant to give this gift to people. I'm meant to share what I have in order to, at the very least, make people happy or give people hope. I think the best industry anybody can go into is the industry of giving people hope. And, I'm not able to be out there and be a superhero fighting, on the front lines for people's lives. There's a lot of scary things going out there in the world right now. And, I'll admit that there's not much I can do. There's not much that I am doing on that, topic, on that side of things. But I'll do what I can to slowly add more positive to the world. Let's see. Lightshot asking a fantastic question. Question 1. The fact that you said question 1 actually makes me very excited. One thing about me is I actually love being asked questions. It makes me feel important. It makes me feel wanted. Question 1. What made you do YouTube? And that is a fantastic question. What made me do YouTube? I think it was around COVID. It was during COVID when everybody was getting new hobbies, right? My new hobby that I jumped on was YouTube. I started doing YouTube and just never really stopped. But there's more to it than just that. One of my best friends, who I've already mentioned so far in the stream, his name is Bradley Richards. And unfortunately, he passed away. But he did YouTube. And he made inspiring content. He made a lot of self-help stuff. And he wanted to just help people. He wanted to be there for people. He wanted to make sure people didn't feel alone. He wanted to add something good to this world. His relationship with God mattered a lot to him. And so he is kind of my motivation and my inspiration to continue doing YouTube. Ooh, I put that down too far. That's okay. We'll dial that back a little bit. We've got enough wrinkly veins up there. But he was my inspiration to continue doing my YouTube. Because what he did and what he stood for was very important to me, and it was very important to a lot of people, and it still is. I talk regularly with a lot of his old fans and his fan base. He had a very, very tight-knit community before his passing. And so basically I do what I can to carry on his vision, because I think he had something very important to share with the world. And I think more people ought to think like Bradley Richards did. I think we need more Bradley Richards in the world who just want to put something good out there and give people hope. Give people hope for a better tomorrow. Remind everybody that they're not alone. We're all in this together, to quote an overhyped Disney movie. Some people would cancel me for saying that. Okay, technically, I shouldn't bash on High School Musical because I actually haven't seen it. So that's just my bad. Do you know why German shower heads? Oh, that's a terrible joke, and I'm not gonna finish reading that. But welcome to the chat, Nathan. Light Shot said, question 2, pancakes or waffles? Well, if you have been on my channel at all, you'll know the answer to that. Let's phone a friend real quick. Hey, I prefer pancakes or waffles, because if you watch my videos, you know the answer to that. I don't know why I find that so funny. I just do. All right, let's see what's happening. Ooh, I was making all of that too dark. Let's lighten that up a little bit. All right, let's see. Sam, welcome to the chat, Sam. Thank you so much for being here. We are super stoked to have you. I know I sound like sarcastic when I say that. I promise I don't. That's just how my voice sounds sometimes. All right, let's see. What does this guy's... I'm doing the elephant's toes right now, which is kind of wild. It's also occurring to me that it's like my bedtime. I need to be going to sleep. My self-diagnosed bedtime. I need to fix that elephant's foot. This elephant's foot does not look right at all. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how to do this elephant's foot. I'm really trying here, but it's not getting the texture I want. All right, what's happening in the chat? Yo! My boy, my brother! Zane, my brother Zane! I can't do the voice anymore right now. Oh. Oh, Rocket, I love you. Welcome back. I'm so glad to see you, and thank you so much for the support, man. Thank you so much. Ah, literally the legend. Literally the legend. The legend's here. Legend's here. So we've been streaming for like, what, 2 hours now? Almost 2 hours. It's almost midnight, which means I need to go to sleep because I have like a test in the morning, so that's cool. Oh, good stuff. Got some legends dropping in the chat too. That's $20. That's $20. That's insane. Thank you so much, bro. I mean, I know I can always count on you, and you're always gonna like support me in any way you can, but thank you so much. Like, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I do every time. You don't need to do that, but I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Ah, it's so nice to see you again. I need to give you a call, and we need to chat again sometime. Okay, let's get some more shading in here. All right. Oh, guys, my friends, we are almost done with this elephant. This is me supporting because I can't be on as much. I've got more responsibilities at work anymore. Love you. See you later. Hold on before you go. We're almost done with the elephant, bro. I'm actually so freaking proud of this elephant. My bro, check out this elephant. I'm so happy about it. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share with you. I finished an elephant. You can go now. I love you, bro. I'll see you later, bro. So if anybody doesn't know who that is, that's the absolute legend Rocket. He's one of the moderators on my Discord server, but that's not the exciting thing about him. The exciting thing about him is that he's like basically my adopted brother from high school. Like, he adopted me. All right, let's finish this out. It's the final countdown. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Really hope I don't get flagged for using that, for singing that. That would suck if I got flagged for that. I might though. I'm not even kidding. Which is the sad part. I don't actually know what's gonna happen there. Okay, we need a bit more shading there. And we need more shading there. There's no reason for that area to be that light as it is. We need more elephant texture there. We are almost done. Almost done. Okay. I have like graphite all over my fingers, which means that they're bleeding onto the page, so time to erase some of the smudges that we have. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at this elephant. So happy. So happy with it. All right, so if any of you guys are interested in purchasing this elephant, it will very soon be available up on my up and coming store. I'm like not even finishing my sentences because I'm so locked in right now, and my posture is like a croissant. I can feel my back screaming at me. I just gotta finish erasing all these extra lines that we don't need. All the nasty lines that we want to get rid of. Okay. Look at that. What a majestic creature. Now, where am I going to put my signature? There we go. Okay, last checks. Let's see. Question 3. What franchise do you like? All of them. What kind of question is that? I don't know what you mean. So technically, the elephant isn't supposed to have like clean tusks, but I want them to have at least a highlight down the middle. Yep. And then, oh wait, there's some more. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, a few more scribbles and stuff that we need to add in. Forgot about those. Those are important. Okay, what's happening? Like FNAF to Star Wars. Ooh. Well, I like FNAF and I like Star Wars. So, yeah, good stuff. Sorry, I don't know how much else to tell there, because it's pretty straightforward. All right, my broski, look at this elephant. She is, I just knocked down one of the paintings on the wall behind me, and that is so sad. Don't worry, we'll pick it up in a second. Anyway, this elephant is gorgeous, and she deserves the world. These aren't even sticky anymore. How is this thing even, how has it been holding up, like, at all? This should have fallen down so long ago. Anyway, this is just a painting one of my friends did of me. Can't see my hair right now, but it looks like that. A painting one of my friends did of me in the Charlie Brown style, in the Peanut style. It keeps falling down though, so I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to put it. For now, we'll put it up right here. It's not staying. There we go. All right, cool. It's gonna stay up there. Okay, finishing touches on the elephant. I want to make sure it looks nice and presentable. Oh, man, I don't know what to do about this elephant's foot. That's not really what it looks like. Okay. And then let's fix the end of this trunk a little bit because that's kind of just not great. There we go. Oh, look at you! Look at this elephant. So gorgeous. A few little bits of shading and we should be all good. Not shading, just like value correction. There we go. There we go. Look at this elephant. So anyway, this is an elephant. In case you guys didn't know what an elephant looks like, this is what it looks like. Here's the elephant. There it is. I am so freaking proud of this elephant. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the donations, for the stream donations. Thank you so much for just the words of encouragement. Everybody, thank you for the for just the raid, the raid of new subscribers. You guys are literally so epic. Epic confirmed, as my friend Bradley Richards used to say. You guys are amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough. You guys make me feel like $1 million. So, it's time for me to go to bed. I'm just kind of grabbing my stuff for tomorrow. This is when I need to pack everything up and get ready to go tomorrow because we're not going to have time to pack everything up for actually tomorrow. DS Dance, nice place, too good. Well, if you're looking at the place that I'm working in, then that's nice. But this is what we were doing today, in case you missed it. This is the completed elephant sketch that we just made. So thank you so much for hopping on the stream. It's always, the stream goes quiet in the chat. And then as soon as I get up and I'm like, all right, time to go, then people jump in the chat. And it's so nice. It's so kind. And I'm glad that they're here. But unfortunately, this is the part where I must say adieu. Because I need to take a picture of this. Obviously, I scan it in. as a high resolution image before I upload it to the store. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the chatting and the thank you. DS Dance Studio says, woo, super. Thank you very much. I really appreciate everybody who joined the stream tonight. If you want to see more of this stuff, if you want to come join the streams for more free advice and more just art and drawing stuff, then please subscribe your Insta ID. We can join you. My Instagram, all of my links are on my channel page, so you can find all of that if you just go to my, I think it's down here somewhere on the screen. That was so silly. I'm like, I think it's, and then realized, yeah. I think it's somewhere down here on the screen. You can go to my channel and you can find all of my links, my Discord, my Instagram, all of it. It's all there. But in the meantime, yeah, this is good night. This is goodbye and good night. Thank you again, everybody, so much. I cannot thank you guys enough. You guys are actually the greatest. You guys are actually the best. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Have a good night. Best wishes. Have a great night. Yes, to you too, Dance Studio. Hope to see you again. Subscribe in case you want to drop by any other future live streams. We have tons of fun here. But thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. So, Remember to eat your banana pancakes, and the most important thing, remember that the world is a better place with you in it. So thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. And have a good night.